So hey everybody, I just kind of wanted to do a little bit of an update for this study month. I want to show you kind of what I've been working on this month. I know it's only been a few days into this month, not really that much time has passed since the last one. I've been working mostly on, let's see, I have my korotan that I have started. I don't believe I've shown a video. I have a video for it. Hold on one sec. Okay. Hold on one sec. Let me raise you up without knocking you off. It's still not that high. Okay, it's all the way back. So, on the weekends, on my days off, I've been working on, or I will be working on this month. We'll see how it goes. I've been working on the korotan, and I have already started a video on this, so I know you guys haven't seen it yet, but that video will be out, and probably, maybe, this video will probably be out some point this month, or next month, and you can already see. It says korotan, and it's pretty much just a vocabulary. And I'll explain it a little bit more in the other video that will come out. But this is, in that video I haven't shown the flashcards yet, so this is kind of what I have set up for it at the moment. So I'm using my, my red and green sheets that I have laying over here. So you have a list of vocabulary words, pretty much. And I know I've shown you guys this before, but you have the card, the flash card, which is in one of my new rings. The new ring flash card. So that one's not complete yet. So you have the flash card. This one's different because the answers are going to be on the front instead of on the back, because you're going to use the sheets. So when you use the red sheet, the green disappears. And when you use the green sheet, the red disappears. And that is pretty much it. When I want to study, you know, one over the other, like if I want to study the translation, then I'll use the green sheet. If I want to study the kanji, then I'll study with the red sheet. So that's pretty much one of the new things I've been working on. I know I add a lot of things. This happens every year though. I add a lot of things and I see what works. If it doesn't work, if I can't stick with it, then I will drop it and save it for later, or save it for like my bored days when I have nothing else to do. It's kind of like these flashcards also, which I showed you. Yonji Jukugo flashcards. I only work on when I'm bored or when I have nothing else to work on. And then I also have, okay, so I know I've mentioned this before, the game grammar on YouTube. I don't know if you guys had checked them out yet or not. They came out with a new, well, they've come out with a few new series. They came out with Pokemon Sun, and they came out with Dobutsu no Mori. And right now I'm watching my topic book upload. Dobutsu no Mori. So right now, when I'm done with my grammar, I've been working on those flashcards somewhat. It's kind of hard. I'll have to, hopefully by my study day that I do, I am a lot further than I am now. I feel like really far behind. But anyway, the Dobutsu no Mori one is the one I'm working on right now, and I decided to do the Pokemon one later. I already started on the Pokemon one, so I'll show you both of them. But there's not much here yet, because I just started it yesterday. No, I started it the 1st of June. And it says the 3rd, oh, because it's midnight. And this is pretty much what it is. They go through a video game, and they go through really well. Like, it's a lot more advanced than what it used to be. Now you can see the kanji. You can actually see they put a little, a video of the game, and then they put a video of like the 2 screens for the game, and then they put another one for the kanji that they're looking up. And pretty much what they do is they use games to teach grammar. So it's really cool, and they're all kids games, so it's really easy, commonly used grammar, but there's a lot of slang in it, so it kind of makes it a little hard to translate yourself. I know I have this game that we're actually going through right now, and I kind of got stuck on it because I can't figure out what it wants me to do, even though this is a children's game. And it's kind of frustrating, so I might have to start over. But we're playing it, or he's playing it, and I'm gonna watch and learn. But anyway, that is as far as I've gotten right now, and pretty much what I do is I write everything out in the game, and I just put little translations for the words I don't know, for the new words, or grammar that I don't know. So that's this one. And then I have the Pokemon Sun one also, which I'm gonna do the Dobutsu no Mori one right now instead. You can kind of see, I've shown you guys my last one that I did. I don't remember which video it is, but I have done this before. It's really cool. It was Pokemon Yellow, I think, is the other one that they translated. They didn't get too far into the game. The videos are pretty long. Like, this one's 2 hours, but you really don't get that far in the game because you spend so much time on each line that, you know, it takes up too much time. Let me show you kind of the screen that I'm on at the moment. Looks like that, pretty much. So you have the game, and you have, this is the other screen of the game because it's a Nintendo DS, and here is his dictionary. And pretty much, let me go through the last part. This isn't copywriting.
Oh, it's Tom, huh? Iname. Inamae. So Inamae is like, that's a good name, dane. So I can say it's my options for saying it's responding to it's a good name is kakkoi daro, or kawaii desho, or chigau yo. Oh, this is my opportunity to fix my name. Do I want a different name? Nah. So kakkoi is just saying like it's really cool, and this is implying that I'm masculine. Kawaii desho is saying it's really cute, isn't it? And that's implying that I'm feminine. And this is just a great compare-contrast for how guys and girls might say things stereotypically in Japan. And I'm a guy. Yes, yes. So that's just our classic casual yes. 男らしくて君にぴったりだと思うよ. So
that is the Game Grammar channel. If you guys want to check that out, I would definitely suggest watching at least one of the videos and see how you like it. He explains things really good. And now this one that I showed you is actually one that isn't like pre-recorded, I guess. Like, it's really cool because I mean he's also learning too. He's learning Japanese too, so but he's really advanced, really. But there are some things that he doesn't know that I know, just words and stuff. But the grammar stuff is what I'm more interested in than the vocabulary, because grammar is pretty hard to figure out sometimes, and he explains it really. It's midnight, so he explains grammar really well. I wish he was my teacher, but he has a lot of videos on here now. Compared to the last time, I probably last watched his videos maybe like half a year ago. It's definitely improved a lot, and there's a lot of different types of videos, different types of games that you can try if you don't like Dobutsu no Mori. But it's not just about the game, because I mean honestly the game is really silly to me. It's about what you're learning while you're playing the game. So I mean, if I were you guys, I'd give it a try. It's a free I don't want to say option. It's a free Japanese grammar. So I would definitely check out that option because, I mean, what do you have to lose? Just watch one of his videos or watch part of one of his videos and see if you guys like it. Because I would, take advantage of everything that you have, And a lot of people learn different ways than others, and they may not realize, say, that, oh, this really works for me, or this really doesn't work for me, and you won't know that until you try it. So I would definitely try it on my Tobira, which is right here. And I just finished oh my god, this grammar point is confusing. It's saying differ depending on is the depend on. So you're saying noun or question word depends on this other noun kind of type thing. I just did the work for it, and I mean I did pretty good, but it's still pretty hard. It's the ka/kadoka wa blank ni yotte chigau /yoru sentence form. I'm really good at like filling the blanks, but making up your own sentences that are long enough, because you should know a lot of grammar and vocabulary by this point, or I should say, is hard. It's hard to pull it out of your head sometimes. I think it's just because I don't get that much use, and I don't use it at all. And that's the frustrating part, is that you learn a grammar point and you forget it so easy because you're not using it, you're not thinking about it all the time. It's easy for, to lose all the information that you work so hard to learn. I don't know. But yeah, that's this month in June. This is the mid-year point, so we'll definitely see. Now, there's going to be one of 3 options for next year in grammar, and I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. If I'm going to continue with Tobira, which is a very real likely option, it's probably what's going to happen, is to review and to continue on with Tobira, because I realized that I actually haven't written or completed all of Tobira. That paper right there is where I left off in chapter 11, which is really close to the end, but those are just for my notes, and those aren't for actual like memorization stuff. But so I've been kind of considering continuing this textbook next year as well. Or I'll be using the mid-level, is that the right word? That's not the right word. I guess. It's not the beginner level anymore. It's not supposed to be, but I have no idea. It's a mid-level textbook, and there's 3 of them I have, and I'm pretty sure I've looked through it a little bit, and a lot of the grammar is actually in Tobira. So I'm not sure when I'm going to do that one. Or I have another option for grammar, which I think I really want to try, so I might try it next year as well. It's a kids, it's one of those Jiu Jisai, is that how you say it? I just wrote it wrong. Jiu Jisai, this book here. It's going to be in my next year. It's going to be in my next year books, my 5th grade books. But it's I have this, and then I have another book for questions, but there are some questions in here. And it's a upper grade level elementary school kokugo book. So it's very big. And I mean, I've already kind of done a video on this, so I'll show it to you later. But so I'll show you more close in depth later. But this is also an option, and I think I might actually do it. I want to get a notebook and write out the answers and questions and stuff, because it gives me more practice than just writing in the book. I really don't want to write it. I don't think I'll be starting it till next year. And one of the reasons why I didn't want to start it yet is because the kanji in here, some of them are pretty hard still, because they also covers 5th and 6th grade kanji. So I thought, well, 5th grade would be a good time to try out this book when I'm on 5th grade kanji. So this is another option for grammar. So I haven't really decided much yet, but that is the future options for grammar for my 5th grade year. So I don't know yet what I'm going to do, but that is pretty much it. I guess I will see you guys a little bit later. Hey everybody, I just kind of wanted to go over what I've been doing this weekend. Since I didn't have too much time to study, I've just been working on my particle book, which you guys have seen before, and I've actually started over once again and decided to put it in a notebook because I much prefer notebooks. This notebook is that one. I'm not using it for anything at the moment, so I decided to use it for this. But, I mean, it's pretty simple. I use these little stickers, and I have all of my stuff back here to mark each section, because it is a dictionary. There's a tsume on the side, so I need to mark each one. And then I just go through and rewrite the book, pretty much, without all the English. So, right now I think I'm on The Reason Being, so I'm on number 8 here. So I'll put all of that here, and just showing you what it looks like. It's pretty much the same as my other one. I didn't get too far in my other papers. I did put them over here actually. There they are, my loose leaf one, because I had a notebook for it, but I wasn't working on it that often, so I decided to put it in here. This is where it is at the moment. And, I mean, yeah, it's going pretty good. So that's what I've been working on. That is mostly what I've been working on, is just the particle dictionary, which I believe I have done a video on it before, and I've actually worked on it in one of my monthly study sessions also. Let's see, I think most of my grammar is pretty much the same. It hasn't changed. I finished one of my drill books, so now I am working on this one at the moment, so that one is tagged. So I'm going to finish this one, and then I'm going to move on to the other one that I have in here. This one is next. And then my N5 book I have down here as well. So that is what I'm working on. And I haven't read too much on my Ansatz book because I do need a dictionary for it. So it's kind of hard to keep up with it, but I'm going to try because it has some really good vocabulary. Not all of it is useful for a beginner, but this one's just, I just love the series. So I've been working on that a little bit as well. And then my flashcards. So I've been working on those, but I gotta finish the work before I move on to the next point. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I have laid out. Really, I've been really busy with errands and stuff this weekend, so I'm mostly just working on, like I said, my particle dictionary, which is a good book. I definitely suggest everybody get the particle dictionary book. It's just kind of hard to see this one, particle dictionary book. This book here is awesome, and it's good for people that don't know even kana yet, because it is in romaji and it's in English, and then it has kanji and it has furigana, so it has everything, a little more than what I need, but it has everything anyone could want and easy to understand, very easy. It's cool because it gives you even the set patterns, even though it doesn't quite, I mean, it explains it a little bit, but it doesn't go too much in depth into the grammar, but it does go into the depth of certain particles that you'll be using a lot. And particles are a main structure point in Japanese sentences. You have to know particles. Even though the verb is the most important part, obviously you have to have a verb to have a sentence. But particles are how you make really nice, complicated, complex sentences, so you're more easily understood. Also, with my Kanken game, I've been doing, I've been doing one test for the 7th level. I've also been doing one test a night for the 8th level as well, just to kind of make sure I memorize, like, sort of can recall those kanji still. And there actually is a few kanji that I've forgotten, so I'm definitely glad I'm starting to do that again, because once I see the answer, I'm like, oh yeah. So you definitely want to make sure that even though you move on to a new level, that you still review the previous one. I mean, I still see those kanji a lot, but recalling is a little bit harder if you're not always engaging that recall. You know, if you're not trying to recall it every so often, then you're going to forget it. So definitely don't forget to study old material, definitely. So anyway, that is pretty much all I've been doing this week, and I will see you guys next week. Bye. It's a little bit awkward right now. So yeah, hey everybody. A little awkward in the car. Let me turn that down. Hey everybody. A little close. So yeah, I am killing time. I'm killing time at the moment. I'll just kind of go over it. It's one of my N5 books. So it's just something I bring with me when I need to kill time. So I'm gonna work on this. Let's see what time it is. So it's we can see it. So it's 3:45. I actually don't have much time, but we'll go ahead and do a few of these. Or at least I'll show you around the book. Okay. So I don't have too much time, I guess, as much as I thought. But this is what I've been working on mostly, is the N5 book when I am bored or when I'm in bed and I don't have a dictionary. So you can kind of see I've gotten quite a few wrong. Let me show you a few of them that I have done. So the first ones are really old. So I don't have a date on them or anything, but I just go through and correct them with my red pen. This is the Chinese N5 workbook. So pretty much it's the same types of questions on each section. So this one's the third one. Not much changes. This is where I left off. Well, anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna have much time to do this. I'm actually gonna go sit somewhere else real quick. I'm gonna move my car to the place I need to be, and then I'll see if I have time to go over some of these, since it's a little later than I had thought, since I had just gotten back from the post office. So, hopefully I'll be able to go over some of these with you guys today. If not, then I'll try. Bye. You gonna sit there now? You gonna go out? The moment I pulled the camera out, she made a run for it. Yeah, this month, I don't think I've caught up that much. I worked a lot on grammar. I also pulled out my Nikki Chol because I was hoping to start working on it again. So there's my Nikki Chol. What I was planning on doing, since I'm not really working on it, I was like, well, whenever I find or whenever I learn a new grammar point, then I need to put a few words in my own. I need to put those to use. And what better way to do that than to write it out in a journal. So that was what I was planning on doing. I haven't really done it yet, so I got that out. And I mean, that's pretty much it. Done, so that's unfortunate, but I guess that just comes with, you know, things. My glasses are dirty. So yeah, I can show you what I've been doing, but I probably won't record as much this month. Hopefully next month will be better. I have some pre-recorded stuff from earlier this month, but the day study, I don't know how much I'll get recorded, but we'll see. So yeah. camera's not very stable, so it's gonna kind of slanted, so sorry for this video. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, this is still part of my monthly update. Unfortunately, I have been extremely busy this month. It seems to happen a lot lately, and I have really not gotten any further in my grammar. And what else? I really haven't worked on much this last 2 weeks because I've been really busy doing a lot of other research for adopting and purchasing items for my new cat. Her name's Hanako, and she's sleeping on my bed right now. So I just got off work and just finished eating. So I'm really not gonna have time today. Right now I'm editing this month's video that this is gonna be in it. It's the study month, number 6. And if you wanna see, she usually runs away. She usually runs away whenever she hears my camera start up for some reason. Like every time I turn it on, she just, like she'd be laying right next to me and I'll turn it on, not even recording her. She'll just run off. But, I mean, whatever. So, anyway, unfortunately, like I said, I haven't really been working on this month's grammar that much. I did get out my Nikki Chol, but unfortunately it's underneath the camera down below, so I'm not going to pull it out. I haven't written anything in it yet. The purpose of pulling out the Nikki Chol was to incorporate the grammar that I'm learning and making my own sentences with it, with sentences that relate to me pretty much, and not just made up sentences that you use for like your homework and stuff. I've also been working on this one, hadn't gotten that far yet, and I'm considering starting my 5th grade kanji as well, because that'll give me something to work out in the morning. What else? I mean, like, honestly, I haven't really studied that much this month, and it's really disappointing. I'm still doing my test, but, okay, it says that I have incomplete or not done a test on certain days, but I did, because on Sundays especially, sometimes I forget to do it before midnight, because that's the night that The Walking Dead is on, and when I get off work, it's usually around 10:30 to 10:40, so, well, it'll be like an hour to watch The Walking Dead. I won't usually get to my room till about midnight, or a little before midnight, so that's why they say I haven't done it, the work for the day, or the test for the day, or whatever, but I really did do it. I've done it every day. Some days I just do it twice a day. So, and like I think I said in the other video that I'm doing a test from the 7th level and the 8th level, because I want to review my previous kanji from the 3rd grade level. So I've been working on reviewing as well, which is pretty easy, you know. It's just every so often I want to make sure that I refresh my memory on some of those kanji that I don't see very often. But a lot of the kanji in the 3rd grade level I still remember. There's a few, same with 4th grade. There are very specific kanji that are used for very specific topics. Like the one for livestock, there's one kanji in the 4th grade one that I never see because I never have livestock that kanji ever show up. So I guess I can't show you in here because this one's just grammar. But, yeah, there's just, I haven't been reading as much. I think that's part of it as well. I also want to start my 5th grade science book too, so I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do that. But, when I start my 5th grade kanji, I'm going to do it a little differently, but pretty much the same. There's 20 less kanji, so I'll have more room to write more about each kanji. And I want to make sure that I'm really trying to make my own sentences, because that really helps in cementing grammar into your memory, is to actually put a sentence out there. So this time with the flashcards for my 5th grade, I want to put a sentence. Doesn't matter what sentence, but I'm going to put a sentence in on the flashcard. And I wish I had one of my other flashcards, but like on the front side, you have the square and you have the kanji, and then there's just like a gap right next to it, or like on the right side of it, because you write it on the left side and then to the right it's just empty usually, unless I write intransitive or transitive or do verb, anything specific about the certain kanji or the verb, I suppose. In that case, usually it's just empty space. So I've been thinking about putting a sample sentence for the verbs. But like, I really don't have anything to talk about this month, unfortunately. I feel like I just failed to work this month. So, I gotta remember that even though I'm a little behind in a way, it's just kind of like, I don't want it to seem so overwhelming to start again, so that I become unmotivated to start working on my Japanese again. Because even though I haven't been working on it very much and I have been forgetting some of it, it doesn't mean that I should give up. I just need to review it and keep going. If I keep going, then I will learn more. And that is one of the things that's really hard about studying a language, when you don't have the extra motivation of like deadlines and classes and stuff. I try to make those goals. I don't really call them deadlines, because that's one reason why I stopped drawings, because too many deadlines to make an art piece just is not motivating at all. So instead I consider it a goal to get this much done by this time. Then it's a lot more motivating to me than to make a deadline. Hopefully next month will be better. So just got to keep going. You can't quit, because if you quit, then you're not going to advance any further. So I will see you guys next month. Bye. So, hey everybody, I just kind of wanted to show you guys a quick glimpse of some of the books that came in recently before I put them on my bookshelf. I got the Koi no Katachi novels. I got these here. There is no furigana in these. Here is first one and second one. If you guys are interested in these books, then you can look them up that way. And pretty much so yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say about them. They're a novel. There's no furigana really in here. I'm gonna try translating these someday. I'm hoping someday soon. But it seems like a really good story, and I think they just animated it recently. I don't think it's out for viewing here yet, but yeah, it's a novel. So the first top part means novel. Koi no Katachi. So yeah, I just wanted to show these really quick before I put them on my bookshelf. And soon I will be doing a year 5 review on kind of all of my drill books I have for 5th grade. I've almost completed the 4th grade ones, and I'm still working on them at the moment because I've started working on other things too, so it's kind of hard to keep up with those. So yeah, I better head out. I just wanted to show you guys these new novels real quick before I go, and I will see you guys in the next video. Why is this so low? So hey everybody, it's very low.